Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. On my community page asking questions, somebody asked if Donald Trump Jr. will be in any legal consequences in the near future. So I did a little bit of searching, just Donald Trump, Google search, news. Apparently, he was touting some type of new cryptocurrency that led to a run on this one particular type of coin, and it looked like a classic pump and dump scheme. Eric Trump's out there saying, "Oh, no, we had nothing to do with this. Look over there." So, yeah, is he involved with Trump Jr. involved with that? Maybe. He put up an attack meme on Tim Walz, and it shows a picture of Tim Walz with the milk mustache, the got milk, except there's a horse in the background, implying that little bestiality was involved there. And it's on his Twitter account, and he sent this. Classy. Lastly, there's rumors on social media that Don Jr. and Kimberly Guilfoyle, the relationship's on the rocks and maybe is split. There's nothing like on our Instagram page. Apparently, the last picture of the two of them together was not exactly a cozy one, and it's from a few months ago. And videos up there right now are mostly, trying to get Donald Trump reelected. There's nothing about the couple or anything along those lines. So, between cryptocurrency issues and classless memes that you're posting up, your girlfriend doesn't seem to be that into you on social media anymore. What's going on with Donald Trump Jr.? Let's do a general energy reading. Let's find out if he's maybe coming due for some legal consequences coming his way. Okay? This will be for entertainment purposes only. I don't know anything about Donald Trump Jr. other than what I read on the corporate news sites. Although his public behaviors and public statements lead me to believe that he's not exactly a classy individual with a lot of empathy for people. I'm sure he'd wear it as a badge of honor. General energy around Donald Trump Jr. Thank you. The Magician. Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat, or watch me disappear. The Magician card is the foundation of the reading. It's about manifestation, bringing things to light. On the low energy, it's about illusions. It's putting up a front for other people to see, but it's not true what's going on behind the scenes. I'm more inclined to believe that because the way these stories go, he's put up a meme that implies something that didn't happen with Tim Walz. His girlfriend doesn't seem to be posting pictures of him anymore, so their relationship may be illusionary. And then he's talking about some illusionary cryptocurrency, which, let's just go in there. Cross with the Moon card. Mysteries. Secrets. Yeah, you put up a front to hide the mysteries that are in secrets that are going behind you. Behind it all is the King of Wands. King of Wands, for me, can represent like the Department of Justice or an Attorney General doing investigations in there. It wouldn't surprise me if there were investigations into Don Jr. For things that have happened with Trump.org and money moving around and stuff like that. But if we leave those investigations out, this could be Don Jr. basically calling the shots in his life, as it were. In the past, we have the Eight of Cups. Ever since Trump's been out of office, Don Jr.'s become more and more irrelevant. I bet you he doesn't get called back onto Fox News quite as often. I mean, he's a firebrand in his own right for his father's brand, but he's less relevant now than he was during the Trump administration. And maybe knowing that is causing him to try and stay relevant. Kind of like a faded Hollywood star. Current situation, Nine of Swords. He's under a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, and he's doing it to himself. Again, whether it's relationships, whether he's financially stressed out. Well, like, yeah, he's going to be financially stressed out because all the money that he's counting on to inherit, his father has just blown up with fines and stuff like that. You still have Truth Social stock, and he's on the board for Truth Social. So I imagine he has some financial benefit with Truth Social. But even then, the minute Donald Trump starts selling Truth Social stock, there's no value. That stock is worthless. It's worthless with Trump. It's going to be extremely worthless without him. Overarching energy is the Page of Pentacles. It's just, I use this card as a grift. A grifting type energy. It's just, it could very well be that their 15 minutes of fame are up. And what's he going to do now to make money? His job with Trump.org isn't going to cut it. There's not going to be any money left. Donald's going to take all the money with him, and then all the lawsuits will take what's ever left of it. And they can't do business in New York, so what's he going to do? He's going to have to actually go, sell encyclopedias door to door. He might actually have to work for a living. He might have to actually go out and do work to earn a paycheck. Lesson to be learned. I would not recommend that you come up with a new crypto coin. That seems to me to be, a one-way ticket to prison, to be honest with you. Outcome is the Six of Swords. He could go away quietly. He has the opportunity to choose to go away quietly. This could also be Kimberly Guilfoyle going away. But look at these leaving cards. In the past he's leaving, and in the future he's leaving. And right now it's just a smokescreen to cover the events that lead up to his leaving. And they're going to be financial events that cause him to leave either the public or the country, which would lead into the other part of that question for the community pages. Will he flee the country to avoid prosecution? Seems like a Trumpy thing to do, So, let's ask. Will Donald Trump Jr. get into legal problems to the point where he considers or successfully leaves the country? Let's look at his legal problems that he gets himself into. Are they bad enough to cause him to leave the country? The question is nebulous enough that who knows what I'm going to get the answer, so it's going to have to require a lot of interpretation. So, again, that's why this is the entertainment purposes only show. Oh, it'd be easier if I had voices in my ear telling me these things like Linda G has, or Libby here is on occasion, because then I could blame it on them if I'm wrong. No, gotta go with my own intuition and gut. Sorry, you're stuck. Let's see. Donald Trump Jr. Will things get so bad that he thinks he has to leave the country? Nine of Wands. Movement, planning, deliberate movements. Cross, there's that moon card. I swear I've done a couple of readings today. This card keeps coming up in this position. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of secrets going on with the Trump family. His secrets are going to cause actions on his part. He's hiding stuff. He is absolutely hiding stuff, and it's going to cause him to have to do things. It's financial, too. Whether he's hiding money, he's not paying his taxes. I don't know how you can bribe him, per se, but, or it could be money that he's a go-between for his father or something along those lines. There's money-related issues here that our secrets are going to be revealed. And as these money-related secrets get revealed, he has to take action. and take movement on things. Okay, in the past week of the world, this is overseas money that's coming in. No, knock me over with a feather. The world card I'm taking as, world influences: Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Qatar, Russia, various countries around the world. If you want to influence Donald Trump, you can also go via his children. You know what I mean? His spawn, as it were. Current situation is Ace of Pentacles. All right, so I think what happens is there could be, in this Knight of Wands could also be, there's an ongoing investigation into secrets, financial secrets, involving international funding of the Trump org, and they hit a vein. They hit a major artery here with the money. They find a big source. Now, you often hear when people say, investigating corruption, just follow the money. I think while they're following the money, they found a major cache a major trove of money or finances. And since this is a reading about Trump and Donald Trump Jr., it probably points back to Trump in the family. Again, entertainment purposes only. This is just me interpreting cards with the question I asked. But if I'm interpreting correctly, there is a big payout, or there's a big amount of money that's found that could be linked. Secrets here. Or if he finds out about that connection, or maybe, he launches his crypto coin and he makes a bunch of money on it. Now, what do you do with that once you've got it? The Lover's card. You have the Two of Swords, the crossroads in the relationships, in the agreements and such. So it could very well be that if there's an investigation into money and financial crimes, that he's going to call in favors from maybe even those that helped him financially, or he buys his favors. One of the two. But there's going to be there's people that he has relationships with that are going to be linked through all this. Outcome is the Six of Cups. Yeah, if he does flee, he'll be given safe passage someplace. Somebody's going to look kindly on him. It's so funny. Or maybe this is just naivety. This could also be naive. If I was talking about Jared Kushner, I would say, oh yeah, MBS has got Kushner's back, no problem. But maybe Trump Jr. thinks that MBS will help me too, and this may not be the most mature, most astute observation. Let me throw one clarifier on it. Four of Coins, holding things secret, holding things close to the vest. Another one. Five of Wands, the Hillbilly Brawl card. Just fighting, struggling. Yeah, it's kind of... I don't know if he gets out. And there's the Star card. I was waiting until I got to major. I've told you can throw clarifiers until you get to a major arcana, and then you need to stop. And that's probably from Dr. Lena. What is this cups, the Six of Cups telling me? Is this naivety or is this charity? It could be a touch of both. It just kind of depends on what the situation is. When if he's looking to maybe get leverage some relationships, they might say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I really can't help you," or they might say, "Yeah, sure, come on in." It really depends on the moment, the chaos of the moment. What's the energy around this? Is this something we can do on the down low? Is this something that it's going to be okay, we're not going to get in trouble for? Or are we going to get in trouble for this? I can't tell, and it maybe just depends on who he asks and when he asks. He's got it. Ultimately, this relies on Donald Trump and Donald Trump's star, and that will also mean Donald Trump Jr.'s star. If Trump is irrelevant, so is Don Jr. Don Jr. himself is no great shakes, and so why would you get yourself into trouble over somebody like that? Give him a flower, say, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear about your loss. Here's some flowers here." Because Donald Trump Jr. does not have a future in politics, in business. He's not the guy. His family has a bunch of money and a lot of political influence since his father was elected president of the United States. But if Trump loses this election or backs out of this election or does whatever he does that does not involve him being installed as the president in January of 2025, who's Donald Trump Jr.? His father's never going to be president again. MAGA is going to splinter and fade away. Donald Trump Jr. doesn't have the charisma his father has. They'll applaud him. They'll applaud him, but they won't. They're not going to fight to the death for him. You know what I mean? He's the cult leader's son, not the cult leader. Yeah, we like him. From MAGA. I'm speaking from a MAGA point of view. Yeah, they like him. Yeah, they want him to do well and own the libs. Yeah, but then none of them are going to commit a felony on Don Jr.'s part. That literally is like drinking Bud Light and trying to pretend it's a world-class beer. It's not. It's Bud Light. And Budweiser ain't no great shakes either. My apologies to my viewers who drink Budweiser, but mass-produced beer, whatever. I'm a little bit of a beer snob. I used to brew beer myself for a number of years. Donald Trump Jr. is just going to be one of those guys where it's just, if bad things happen to him, you're just going to kind of say, well, that's what you put out there. You were so obnoxious. Much in the same way, nobody vilifies Tiffany Trump. Nobody's vilifying Barron. Tiffany Trump and Barron have a social media presence, but it's pretty subdued. Eric, Don Jr., and Ivanka, they were out there. They were in your faces all the time. And, if karma comes calling for them, celebrate it however you like. Do you really care if Tiffany Trump and Barron, they let them live their lives. It's fine. They can do that. But for the folks that stirred the pot and caused anxiety and angst and just anger, it's okay if it comes back to them. All right. Again, this is entertainment purposes only. What do I know? I'm just some random dude throwing cards on the internet asking irrelevant questions. Is there anything else I want to throw on that? No, I'm good. Anyways, thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I do appreciate it. I hope you found this reading entertaining and insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.